Okay, so I forgot to do one thing on my porch video, and let's do that now. I said let's put the porch on a tag so that we can, that front porch on a tag so we can turn it off. So let's make a tag, we'll call it front porch. Okay, and then I'm going to just highlight this, picking right to left. And I'm going to go to Entity Info, put that on the front porch tag, and then I can turn that front porch on and off. Okay, so now we're going to do the roof. So let's get our head straight about what's involved with the roof here. So I was wrong, there is a section here. So this has got a 2-foot overhang, and it's a um, hip at the front, and it's a gable everywhere else. It's got a 1-foot gable end overhang. And you can see here we don't have to worry about the heel height because it comes off the top and it goes out 2 feet to the fascia, and then it's got a 6/12 pitch, which I know from the elevations here. So we're going to just draw a line 2 foot out, draw it up 6 inches, and then do a 6/12 pitch, and then that's going to be our roof. So let's go ahead. This shouldn't be too hard. Let's go ahead and knock this out here. So I want to get a line 2 foot out on each side here for my roof. So let's go ahead and draw that. And remember we said it's going to line up with the top of the wall. So I'm going to come out here, I'm going to draw a line 24 inches out, and then I'm going to go up on the blue axis 6 inches. And I screwed that up. I hit the mouse, so let me just hit the undo here. I'm going to draw up 6 inches. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side here. 24 inches out, up, oops, I did it again. Let's do this over here. 24, enter, and I go up 6 inches. And now what we want to do is get directly into the center, but we can just do a, let's do it this way. We're going to come in 12 feet here. And then we're going to go up 6 feet because it's a 6/12 pitch. Now we're going to draw a line in here. And we'll extend it out a ways. So we can do the same thing on this side here. So let's get this so we can see it. We're going to draw in on the green axis 12 feet. We're going to draw up 6 feet. We're going to connect our lines up like that. And then we're just going to connect this up with the purple showing here, the magenta, until it makes a plane there. Then we're going to draw down 6 inches here. And we're going to connect these lines up and these lines up. And we just need to clean some of this construction lines kind of out of our way here. Trim those off. Get rid of this. And just a few more to clean up. So you'll notice that there's a hip over the porch, but then the front of it's just like a normal house here. So let's go ahead and do some extrusions or push pulls. So we're going to hit Control, and we're going to go to that point. So let's get to this here. We'll click on that. We hit push pull and Control, and then we grab it at that corner there, and we stop it here because that's where that part of the wall stops on the house. Then what we're going to do is grab this same thing and do the same thing here. Oops, I have to select it first. And let's go down to there, and then we're going to push-pull it till it lines up with the other one. Now we can get our 1 foot overhang in the back easily here, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to select this plane. I'm going to hit Control because I only need it to come out a foot and I don't need to make a new plane, so I'm going to type in 12. Okay, so we've got the back of the house done. Now the front's a little bit more complicated. So the front also has a 1 foot overhang in front of that, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll type in 12. Okay. So this plane stays lined up with the front of the house. We've got our typical front overhang. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this out and make it a hip. And this is the complicated part of it. So first thing we want to do is take a line and draw it out in front for our 2 foot overhang. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to come out here 24 inches. Now, tell you what, let's do this the smart way. Let's try to use the guide command. So if I come down here and I hold my left mouse button down, I bring it out on the axis and I type in 24. It's taking that guideline and bringing it out 24. So now what I need to do is bring this out. See, because it's going to stay a gable out to a point and then it's going to come back in. So let me show you how I would do that. So first thing I would do, let me think about this. If this is 7 feet out, I would measure in 7 feet here because that's where that roof is going to intersect back there, I think. So let's try this. So I'm going to draw a line 7 feet in here. I'm going to find the edge of that line right there where the green dot is. I'm going to draw a line straight up on the blue axis. Okay, so that's where my roof is going to come in at a 45-degree angle and die in there. This line I can continue out to my guideline, so let's get this so I can see what I'm doing here. I want to stay on the red axis until it hits that guideline. I want to come up 6 inches here, and then I want to come back in and connect this up. So you see it made a plane there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. First I bring this. I get it so I can see that I'm on the red axis. I draw it to the guideline. I come up 6 inches and I come back there. Then I just connect the front of the plane up using the green axis. Oops, I screwed that up. So now let's do this one. Okay, so now I've made my fascia coming around the hip at the front. And I came in 7 feet from this corner here. And now I'm going to come in 7 feet from this corner there. I'm going to draw that blue line up so it comes through the roof. Okay, so now I've got my temporary lines that show where that roof, if it comes back at the same pitch, is going to hit that wall there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the intersection of where that's hitting the roof in the corner, and you're seeing it's drawing a plane there. I'm going to take another one from this intersection into that corner, and it makes another plane. Then I want to connect up those two planes because that's where it actually hits as it goes around that front wall. So I'm going to click a line there at that intersection. And Actually, it'll be lower than that. Okay, so I'm going to escape out of that. Let's get this done right here. So then what happens is this line comes over to hit that line. And then I draw a line here and here. And I draw a line here and there. And I think this is good. Yeah, it is good. Okay, so now I just got to clean this up. So this wasn't quite as painful as as it could be. Well, maybe I spoke too soon here. That should all be in the same plane. This should all be in the same plane. This line should go away without screwing things up, but it didn't. Okay, so for energy modeling, we don't care if there's an extra line there, so I'm just going to leave that. Maybe yours will work out, whereas mine didn't. Let's see if this one works. Nope, I'm a little bit off somewhere. But is it worth me dinking around? Probably not. For energy modeling, what we can do, if that little line bothers me, we're just going to hide it. And if this little line bothers me, we don't have to be to like the 32nds of an inch here, so we're going to hide that one. Okay, so there's our happy little house. We've got our roof on it, and we're all ready for energy modeling. Let's save it before I quit here, and we're going to stop the recording.